The Minnesota Vikings continued to add to their depth on the offensive line, announcing Thursday the signing of offensive lineman Dakota Dozier. Dozier is entering his sixth NFL season after being a fourth-round draft choice of the New York Jets, 137th overall, in 2014. He played last year in New York for Minnesota's new offensive line coach and run game coordinator Rick Dennison, starting 2 games in 6 games played. In 6 seasons with the Jets, Dozier played left and right guard, playing in 38 games played and making 6 starts. A product of Furman, Dozier made 44 starts in college and was a first-team All-SoCon selection following the 2012 and 2013 seasons. He was also a unanimous first-team FCS All-American after his senior season, being only the 7th player from Furman to earn that honor. The Vikings signed guard Josh Kline as their big free agent target on the offensive line, and he is expected to start at right guard. The team is searching for a starter at left guard, but Dozier is considered more of a depth signing than someone expected to compete for a starting job. Danny Isadora is the only other guard on the roster at this point, although the Vikings are expected to draft at least one offensive lineman in the early rounds later this month. Brett Jones, who started 3 games for the Vikings at center last year before Pat Elflein was healthy enough to play, could also play guard. The Vikings resigned Jones earlier this week. The team currently has Riley Reiff slated at left tackle, Elflein at center, Kline at right guard and Brian O'Neill at right tackle, but head coach Mike Zimmer admitted earlier this month that Reiff could play guard and other linemen are options to move around the offensive line, depending on what the team comes away with in the draft. Sign up for free Vikings NEWSLETTER VIP subscription INFORMATIONINTERACT with Vikings fans on message board. The possibilities at tackle for the Vikings in the first round include Oklahoma's Cody Ford, Washington State's Andre Dillard, Kansas State's Dalton Risner and Ole Miss' Greg Little. In some scenarios, the Vikings could consider trading down several spots and still end up with a top 5 ranked defensive tackle, and they could also move one of those college tackles to guard to his NFL career. They might also consider drafting a guard like Chris Lindstrom, which would likely keep Reiff at left tackle, or a center like Garrett Bradbury and consider moving Pat Elflein to guard. You just don't know. Until you watch him practice and watch him do things, you just don't know, Zimmer said last month about the possibility of Reiff playing guard. Riley is a tough guy, he's smart, he's physical, and he's a great kid. He was a wrestler, so that helps being inside a little bit, like Kline was a wrestler and Elflein was a wrestler. All those things kind of help a little bit in there just because things happen fast. But you really don't know until you put them out there and you take a look at them. Since Riley has been there, we haven't said, okay, go in and play guard for a couple plays and see what you look like. We haven't done that, so that would be a new experiment. O'Neill has played left before, but he's pretty comfortable on the right side now I think, so we'll just have to see.